Hi guys, I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, 5 minutes this time as I overpromised and underdelivered the last time. So just some friendly words of advice from a friend. I'm going to try and do this in 5 minutes. Conscious this is linked back to the first episode where I was trying to talk about target setting and goal setting. Talks a lot more about achievements, and on reflection, I think there's a lot more I could give you in terms of a framework, something I've subconsciously applied. And it's something called Grow Model. A lot of people have heard about it, and I'm just going to try and relate it so that you can use it too towards whatever goal you have between now and the end of the year. So, just a nice little reminder, we have 174 days left in 2019. That means that also we are more than halfway through the year. It's 170 days until Christmas, which is pretty scary. But there's still a lot of time to achieve whatever your goals may be. That's the main message. There's at least 6 months here. So halfway through the year, it's a good point to kind of reflect on what you've done since January, whether it's your health goals, whether it's fitness, it could be career goals, might even be personal relationships, whatever it is that's important or unique to you. Have a think about it. And if you're not happy and you have some dreams of where you'd like to be, well, then it's really important that you start thinking about isolating what you want to happen, right? So your desired outcome in a specific area, and start applying this framework. So the goal of what do you want to do? So the growing part of the G is really assigning an ideal state. So visualizing, reverse engineering even where you'd like to be at the end of this 5 months or so, 6 months left. What would be your dream outcome? So whether it's running a marathon, or it could be learning a new language, or it could be just a new skill, or perhaps making new friends, whatever it is. Then have a next reflection on what is actually happening now. So the reality, and this is the R part in grow. So goal, reality. So the reality, this is where we lose a lot of people, where people are not facing their reality. They like to believe their own realities. Perhaps they've even run the marathon in their dreams. They could do it if they had the discipline. So what I would suggest that you do is reflect on what you actually are doing with your time, how you're investing it, where you're investing your energies. And if you really want to run a marathon, for example, you could start running 5Ks, you could start running 10Ks, or you could even do half marathons, but kind of plan it out over course of a couple of months and give yourself some times to work towards as well. Support yourself. It's not a sign of weakness. Reach out to the right people, read a lot of resources, and look at the information that's out there in order to help you grow. And then options, those are the options I'm speaking about. That's the GRO part. So options, what is it you can actually do with what limited resource you perhaps have? So look into your network, obviously go online, try and maybe role model potentially people who have done it. Ask them what they did, what worked for them. I always do that, looking for feedback from people. That's one of the most invaluable ways you can grow as well. And then the final part is what you will do. And this is the all important part and not to be taken lightly. You do really need to go beyond just the kind of reality of what's happening now, having come up with all your options of ideas. And you do need to decide on what you will do. Now, that's the hardest thing to do because you are going to commit to action. So if it's not reality, you won't be driving yourself towards the goal. Simple as that. So whether you map that out over the next 2 months or the next 3 months, perhaps you want to enter a race, force yourself to get involved. 5, 10Ks, for example, start small and build it bigger, and do it over a space of time incrementally. You can't just get out there and run the best race of your life if you've never practiced. You can't put that in from training into practice. You have to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The grow model. So it's goal, reality, your options, weigh them up, assess them, and then decide on what you will do. And know that anyone that's been successful has had failures along the way. They might not speak about them, but ask them about that too. What problems they were faced with, the blockers, how did they overcome them? Did they go around them, under them, or whatever? Because everyone likes to shout about success, and most people are quite quiet about the times when they actually really failed. So strong message, grow through what you go through. I'll leave you with that. Hope you found that useful.